Each year, more people over 75 die from falls than from any other accidental injury. Yet just minutes of safe movement at home can change everything. Behind every gentle exercise in this routine lies decades of research and a single overlooked habit that may mean the difference between independence and a hospital stay. But what does it really take to make strength and balance routines work, even for weak knees? Here's what every senior and their family needs to know right now. Every home exercise routine begins with a safe environment. Before starting, take a moment to look around your space. Remove loose rugs, electrical cords, or clutter from the area where you will be moving. Good lighting is essential. Make sure the room is well lit and that shadows or dark corners will not hide obstacles. Choose shoes with sturdy soles. Slippers or socks can slip and increase the chance of a fall. Place a stable chair nearby to use for support during balance or strength moves. If you use a cane or walker, keep it within easy reach. Pets and small children should be out of the way during your session. If you have had a fall in the past year, recently started new medications, or have any heart, lung, or joint conditions, pause and check with your healthcare provider before beginning. Certain medications like sedatives, some blood pressure pills, or antidepressants can make you more likely to feel dizzy or unsteady. Stop immediately if you feel chest pain, shortness of breath, or sudden weakness. Always keep a phone close at hand, just in case you need help. Exercising with a family member or friend nearby is a good idea for anyone at higher risk. Taking these steps reduces the risk of injury and helps you focus on movement, not worry. A clear, hazard-free space is the first step towards safer, stronger days ahead. A physiotherapist sits in a bright clinic, hands folded, voice calm. For adults over 75, the right movement is medicine. Simple routines, like standing up from a chair or shifting your weight side to side, train the muscles you use every day. These moves build strength in your hips, knees, and core, which are the foundation for getting out of a chair, walking, or using the stairs. Even if you have stiff joints or weak knees, you can start with a higher chair or use your hands for support. The most important thing is to move regularly and listen to your body. A geriatrician offers a second perspective. All the leading health organizations, the CDC and the American Geriatric Society, recommend strength and balance exercises for everyone over 65. The evidence is clear. Just a few minutes a day can lower your risk of falling, help you stay independent, and boost your confidence. Even if you are managing heart disease, arthritis, or other chronic conditions, these routines can be adapted safely. If you feel pain or new symptoms, always check with your clinician before continuing. The first movement, sit to stand, begins with the basics, using a sturdy chair and your own body weight to build strength for daily life. Sit to stand is the foundation of strength for daily living. Begin by sitting toward the front of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Place your hands on the armrests or your thighs for support if needed. Lean forward slightly, press through your heels, and rise to a full stand. Pause for a count of 5. Slowly lower yourself back down, keeping control throughout the movement. If standing up fully feels too difficult, start with a higher chair or add a cushion to raise the seat. Partial stands, lifting just a few inches, still activate the muscles needed for getting up safely. For those with weak knees or balance concerns, it is perfectly fine to use your hands or pause between attempts. Joan, age 78, demonstrates the seated version. She says, "I used to dread getting out of my chair, but after a few weeks of practicing, I can stand up with less effort. It has made a real difference when I get in and out of the car." Research shows that practicing sit to stand several times a day can improve lower body strength in as little as 4 to 8 weeks. The goal is to build up to 5 repetitions in a row, resting as needed. Remember to move at your own pace, focusing on steady, controlled movements. If you feel pain or dizziness, stop and rest. Each attempt brings you closer to greater independence. Standing balance is the next building block for staying steady on your feet. Begin by placing both hands lightly on the back of a sturdy chair. With feet about hip width apart, shift your weight gently to the right side, lifting your left foot just an inch off the floor. Hold this position for a slow count of 5, then return your foot to the ground. Switch sides and repeat. If you feel secure, Try holding each lift a little longer and aim for up to 10 seconds per side. Over the course of 4 weeks, many older adults increase their single leg hold by at least 5 seconds, a sign of real progress in balance and stability. Harold, age 80, demonstrates the progression. He started with both hands on the chair, then moved to just his fingertips, and now can balance for nearly half a minute with only a light touch. When he first tried this, he needed the chair for every second. After a few weeks, he could stand longer and even let go for a moment. It gave him the confidence to walk outside without worrying about every step. Balance practice strengthens the ankles and hips, helping you react quickly if you trip or lose your footing. Once you are comfortable with these holds, you will be ready to add gentle ankle movements to improve mobility even further. Heel-to-toe marching brings movement to the ankles and hips, unlocking mobility that supports every step. Start seated with your feet flat and your knees at a comfortable angle. Lift your right knee gently, letting your heel lead the way upward, then set it down and repeat with the left. Focus on raising your toes toward your shin. This action, called dorsiflexion, helps maintain ankle flexibility. Research shows that practicing this motion can increase ankle range by about 5 degrees within 4 to 8 weeks, making daily walking and stair climbing easier. Once seated marching feels steady, try it standing behind a sturdy chair. Keep your hands on the back of the chair for balance. March in place, lifting each knee as high as is comfortable, and continue alternating for up to 30 seconds. If you want more challenge, add a gentle arm swing or slow the tempo to focus on control. Always keep your posture upright and avoid leaning forward or letting your heels slam down. If you notice any pain or wobbling, return to the seated version until you feel stronger. Each controlled march supports smoother steps and greater confidence moving around your home. Progress is easier to see when you track it with simple markers. After a week or two, count how many times you can stand up from your chair in a row without using your hands if possible. This number becomes your personal milestone. For balance, time. How long you can hold a single leg stance or a gentle weight shift. Start with 5 seconds and see if you can add a second or two each week. For marching, set a timer and count how many steps you can take in place before needing a break. 30 seconds is a good target for most. Write these numbers down in a notebook or on a calendar. Even small increases, one more stand or a few extra seconds, are signs of real improvement. Consistent tracking helps you see your own strength building over time. Some people find it helpful to connect with a physiotherapist or an exercise coach, especially when starting a new routine or after a recent injury. During the COVID-19 lockdowns, tele-rehab, virtual sessions with health professionals, became a lifeline for many older adults. These video calls allowed seniors to practice safe movement at home, receive real-time feedback, and adapt exercises to their needs. While tele-rehab can offer valuable guidance, not everyone has easy access to technology or feels comfortable using it. If you're unsure about your form, your progress, or your safety, consider reaching out to a local clinic or asking a family member for help with video calls. Always remember, it is better to pause and check with a professional than to push through uncertainty. Your safety comes first, and there is no harm in seeking support, whether in person, by phone, or online. Today, fewer than 1 in 4 adults over 75 meet even minimum activity guidelines. Each daily step is a stand against frailty, not just for longevity, but for dignity. Aging is not a surrender. It is a choice to stay engaged. Your movement today shapes your independence tomorrow.